Hi everyone, it's Sue here. Hope you're all okay. Thanks for joining me. Today I've come on to do week 14 of Rachel at Roxy's Creations, hashtag Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2023. And week 14 is called Make Your Own Stamps with Adhesive Foam. I bought a pack of adhesive foam, A5, all different colours. I didn't want a whole big load of, I didn't want to get a big roll or anything because I don't know how much of this I will actually use. So I thought we'd take and I got it on Amazon, and it's called Happium Peel and Stick Plain Foam Sheets, A5, 10 pieces, and they're various colours as you can see. And they've got the adhesive strip on the back. So what we do is you need some of this foam, but if you haven't got foam, you can always utilise something else. You could use felt, I guess, thick material maybe, something, maybe not thick material actually, something that's going to make an impression. So maybe you could just layer up cardboard. The back of the stamp, the base of it is going to be made from scrap cardboard, so I just got some scrap Amazon packaging, you know. And what we want to do is we want to draw just any stampy kind of images on the back of the adhesive foam. If you've got foam that's not self-adhesive, that's fine. You just get some glue and stick them on and let them dry before you try to use them. So you need, ideally you need some foam and glue if it's not self-adhesive. You need some cardboard and a pair of scissors really, and that's pretty much all you need. Or a craft knife if you prefer to use that. And it's just going to be a matter of drawing some images to cut out, stick on some cardboard to make your stamps. And I'm not very good at drawing, I have to say. So I thought I might draw, sorry for knocking the cable, I thought I might draw around something like this is a UK 2p piece, so maybe I'll have a few circles on one stamp, perhaps something like that. So, you know, if you're not a good drawer like me, I'm not a good drawer, then, you know, by all means find something to draw around. So I'm going to do, that's going to be one stamp. So we're going to do a few and then cut them out. Then I'd like to do a crescent moon. I tried to draw a freehand one, so I failed. So I've got this lovely, it's a scarf ring actually that my daughter bought me. So it's got a lovely crescent moon on it. So I'm going to cheat and try and do my best to draw as much around this as I can, which is not going to be easy because it's got dangles on it. So let's have a go. We'll just put it down here, and believe you me, I've tried a couple of the times to draw this crescent shape freehand, and I failed miserably. And this is not easy to draw around, but I can get the basic shape, and maybe see that's supposed to be a point. Maybe I can do that one like that, so that would be fine. And we've actually got some small circles here, and let me do draw around those. I'll do a few of those. And maybe one like that. Okay. Okay, what else can I do? I like triangles. I do like spirals. If I ever doodle, that's what I tend to doodle, these kind of spirals, but I'll have to cut it out in such a way that it's going to come out with a bit of a gap around each spiral. So see how that works out. Let's do a wavy kind of line like that, and we'll, like so. What else? Or maybe we'll do a nice sun to go with the crescent moon. What can I draw around? I don't trust myself. A lid. I'm going to use a lid. I'm going to use a lid here and try not to waste too much of the foam. Do that, and then I'm going to do yeah, I think I've drawn that bit too close to the others, haven't I? We'll see how we get on. Might be able to avoid that. I'm just kind of doing a conceptual sun like that. What else? Put that lid back on that. Maybe a couple of numbers. Let's see. Maybe a 6. Like so. And maybe an 8. I think I'm being a bit adventurous. And let's do a 3. Okay, what about a leaf shape? Like so. It's not a very good leaf, is it? Oh, I'm stuck now, stuck for ideas. I'm looking around for inspiration. Maybe a little heart. Let's see, am I any good at hearts? There's a heart. What about a star? Now, I'm not very good at stars, definitely. I know when I was at school, we used to make stars for your Christmas cards you were making to take home. I suppose that's quite right. Maybe we could just find something to fill up here. Just do some let me think, something. What can I do? What about some squares? I'll have to draw them with the ruler because I'm not, my freehanding is not. So if I just cut that block into squares. And I'm just going to measure that. Let's go up to there. And then much better at this than I am. Certainly I've never made my own stamp before. So I was going to cut it into squares. I just dropped the ruler on the floor. Okay, so we'll have some squares. Or maybe we can cut some of the squares into triangles. That'd be quite nice. Okay, let's see how we get on cutting those out. Right. So you're cutting them out of the foam. I don't know how deep in thickness this foam is. I don't think it actually says on the packet what it is. Just says it's A5, so I know, I think you can get various different thicknesses probably. Just cut that. That one. Okay, so let's start cutting out. I wonder if I'd be better if I had the scissors. Or they feel better. That's better. A bit more easier to handle. So then we have our heart. That's one. And our numbers are not going to be easy to cut out, are they? And you can actually do some mark making on these if you want, and I'll show you how that's done in a minute, how Rachel did it. She also used some of her scrap pieces of this foam to make other, you know, just sort of mark made stamps that look like mark making. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm going to get the middle out of these two, the 6 and the 8. Maybe I should have gone for no. That doesn't look like an 8 at all, does it? Maybe we'll just use that as a funny shape. Okay, so we've got a number 3. You can improve the shape a bit when you're cutting it out if you want to or need to, like I do. I could see why Rachel at Roxy's Creations cut hers over her bin. She do get a lot of bits. I'm a bit worried I'm going to cut into the wrong bit. You might prefer using a knife. That's just a piece of the sticky paper, and you need to cut into there. It's hard to cut with these scissors. I need a tiny pair. I'm going to have to use my little material scissors. They're sort of like from thread, really. Right, I'm just going to round that end off. Like that. Oh, not very successful. Threes. Oh well, we'll just call it a shape if it's not right. Okay. So we could do some mark making on that leaf. Okay, now we've got our squiggle. Rachel made this look very easy, you know. Oh, goodness me. Sorry about this. Maybe it's not the most riveting video ever made when you're just watching someone try to cut things out. Okay, try and speed up a bit. So the paper wants to come off the back, so I may have to add glue to mine anyway. Okay, so these come out as interesting shapes, some of them. There we've got our star. Try and speed up for you. Okay, a moon. There's our crescent moon, that's not too bad. What else have we got? We've got our spiral, so I'm going to just kind of freestyle this. So some of you might be clever enough to just be able to cut them straight from the foam without drawing anything first. So I'm going to ignore my lines now, see if I can just do a spiral and see what it looks like. So there's my spiral, so I've got to be careful when I stick it on the stamp, you see. I like that actually. Some of the really tiny bits can go back in the, go in the bin rather. That could be a negative shape heart, couldn't it? Let's see if we can cut round it. See what that looks like. Just need to shave a little bit off here. That could be nice. Right, getting there. Okay, circles. I'm just going to cut them all out separately as individuals. And then we could put them on the cardboard in whatever shape or sequence we want to. After drawing round that I've just cut that one out. It doesn't look as nice and round as it did. I find circles very hard to cut out. Okay. And the other small ones. I have to sharpen these embroidery scissors after this. Should I get myself a small pair of paper scissors, I think. I think Tim Holtz does a pair, doesn't he? I might have to put those on my birthday list for November. Okay, and then we've got our sun. So let's see if I can just cut this out as one piece. We're nearly there. So I hope you're all okay and you've been doing fine. We've had a long bank holiday weekend here in the UK. It's the last bank holiday for May. And the weather was very, very lovely. A little bit windy, most places, especially down south. But it's been lovely. Expect everyone's been out in the gardens. There, right. We won't worry about the pieces for now. We'll just get on with this part of it. So we want to cut out our cardboard to fit the stamp. So I just laid that on there, so I've got some room around it, like so. And then we'll peel the back off and see how sticky this is. And we'll place that on there, like so. That's one. Then we've got, what else have we got? We've got our crescent moon. So we just take that down a notch. And put that on. I think that's still too big. And we want to put, so I'm going to put these circles on and then cut the cardboard, I think. So I'm going to put one there. And I'm going to do them, I think, like that. And then that one can go like that, and then we need to just cut down there and cut that down a bit. Okay, next we have the spiral. So again, we're going to position it on here. Okay, so this is going to be tricky. So I need to down the outer bit and just spiral it round like that. I like that. That's one of my favourites, I think. That's that one. Then we've got our heart. Like so. And we've got our heart like that one. The what do they call it? The negative space of the heart that we've just cut out. So we can use that to make an unusual shape. Just thinking, I just want to cut that, snip into that a bit if I can. Oh, just take that bit out to make it look a bit more heart shaped. It's a very kind of I don't know, it's not perfect, that's what I'm trying to say. Then we have our leaf, and our leaf, the leaf can go there, and then you can take your knife she says, wondering where hers is, and you can actually cut into this and make the leaf Oh, I put my fingernail in it. Did you see? So be careful. Like that. And that's making that leaf mark. Hopefully that will show up when it's stamped. I'm just going to go over it a few times. Like so. And that's what I mean by, you know, you can make a mark on the actual stamp. That's that one. Now, what else have we got? Small circles. So the small circles, we'll put one there. And we'll put one there and one there. That's that one. I need some more cardboard, so I'm just going to cut this edge off of this and use that. So we've got our S shape, which I don't think will fit on this scrap here. So let's see, we'll put that, well, it's not an S, but it's like a snake, isn't it? So there's our snake-ish. We've got our star. Here. Like that. And then we've got these, well, number 3 is right, but I don't know about the other two. I'm not too keen on them. Are you surprised? Now, when you draw a 3, write a 3, it's that way round, isn't it? So I'm going to try and stretch the bottom bit out a bit. Ugh. It's not the nicest 3 I've ever seen, but it will be a marked, a stamp of some sort. Okay. Maybe we just have those like that. And just have it as a random pattern. Well, we'll put one down there, and this one we'll put there. Let's see if we've got a scrap from over here that we can use. That's kind of random shape. Let's see. What about this one? That's a random shape. Let's stick that on and we'll have an unusual kind of mark making stamp like that. Now if you wanted to double the thickness, or you know, make your cardboard thicker, the bases, then you can, you know, you could just stick another piece underneath like that, which I might do for that one off camera, because that packaging is a bit thinner than the other packaging. That would be fine. Well, actually, let's just get the glue and glue it on now. Take that bit off. So, of course, if you had a husband who had leftover bits of little bits of wood, you could stick it onto that, couldn't you? And that would be, you know, like the wooden stamps you buy. Anyway. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. I just moved that cable. Right, sorry, that's stopped jiggling about now. Right, okay, so we'll test out one of these lovely, delightful stamps. Just put the knife. Well, shall we make some marks on some more of these? How about we make some marks on these circles? So I'm just going to go for random dots. And as Rachel said, these won't last forever, but you can easily make more. You know, you could save up your scraps. Just making some marks like that on that one, and this one we'll do them that way round. And then this one will go back to that way round. A bit like random slow stitching, isn't it? You know. Okay. Do we want to put anything on our sun? Do we want to sort of do a... It's just, you know, it's about being a bit more kind of free artistic license to do whatever you want, and you never know, they might come out really good. So that's it for the knife use, I think, like so. Oh, there's the lid. I need to put that back on. I don't like knives. Okay, let's test them out on some paper. Find a bit of scrap. There's a bit of scrap card, right? Okay, so let's use some. Let's get the archival. Oh, it's here. Let's use the black and see what's going to happen. Which one should we try? Let's try the spiral because I really like that. So get a bit of raggy old book page that I've used as a glue. I hope this is going to adhere to this now and that you don't have to get a special foam. So I'm really batting that. Okay, and I've got a feeling the foam might soak up some of this ink, so I'm going to give it a good press down, and let's see what we have. Oh my god, that's lovely. I think that's amazing. If I do say so myself. Let's have a look at the sun. We get that, and I might have put too much ink on, thinking. So you see where I made the marks? The ink doesn't want to sort of sit in that, see? So hopefully those marks will come out on this paper. Just give it a press down for a few seconds. There, that's an unusual night of sun, isn't it? I think I'd be worried if I saw that up in the sky. Right, okay, let's try this funny random one we made out of unsuccessful pieces. That's quite nice if you had that in the background somewhere. And last but not least, let's try our number 3. Just pop it on there. Put a number 3 up there. Yes, that's good. That's come out. Let's try a negative heart. Calling it a negative heart because it's the negative space from the heart we cut out. there we are. And if you wanted to, I suppose you could have those on a page if you're doing a Valentine journal. That's nice, that heart. I don't know what the star looks. It's not the best drawn star in the world. There it is. Okay, on one more, we'll just do one more. We'll do the leaf. Of course, you can use whatever inks you've got. Distress inks. They're all right to use. Let's see, is that going to fit on there? Hopefully. Here's our leaf. It's just gone off the edge, but I like that impression on it. So there we have it. Those are homemade stamps. So thank you to Rachel for showing us how to make those. So it's Rachel at Roxy's Creations, and it's a hashtag Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2023, week 14. Make your own stamps with adhesive foam. And here we have them. So these are my shapes. You can pick your own shapes, obviously. If you're very good at drawing, if you're a very good artist, then you know you could make some absolutely amazing ones. But those are mine, and that's what they look like. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed making them. Let me just bring them down a bit for you in the camera. Okay, so take care, and I'd be interested to see what you make. Okay, bye bye.